Ancient Egyptian food. The ancient Egyptians used the flood water from the river Nile to grow their crops. They could usually store enough of this water to last the whole year. The river flooded every July and soaked the hard ground. The Egyptians dug channels to take the water to the field. So here's a channel. Wheat was planted in October. By April, it was ready to be cut. Men put the wheat in baskets. The wheat was cut with a sickle using a flint blade. Cattle tramped on the wheat to separate the stalks from the grain. Women tossed the grain in the air. This removed its outside covering, the chaff. A scribe counted the baskets. Grain was stored in granaries. It was used to make bread, beer, and cakes. Workers had beer, bread, cheese, and onions for lunch. Bread and beer were the main food and drink. Grain was poured in here. Making bread. This is how the Egyptians made bread. They baked over 40 different kinds. The grain was ground to make flour. Flour, water, and salt were mixed to make dough. Fruit, nuts, and garlic or honey might be added. The dough was made into loaves and baked. Fishing. Egyptians ate lots of fish from the Nile, such as perch, mullet, and eels. They fished from reed boats using spears, nets, lines, or traps. These men are using a fishing net between the two boats. Some fish were eaten fresh. Some were dried in the sun or put in jars with salt or oil to stop them from going bad. Hunting wild ducks with a throwing stick. They also hunted wild birds such as geese, ducks, and storks. They hunted for sport as well as food. Tombs. The pictures and writing on the walls of the ancient Egyptian tombs tells us a lot about what they ate. They show people farming, shopping, cooking, baking, and eating. The Egyptians believed that people had another life after they were dead. They put food and other useful things in a tomb when a person was buried. These were for the person to use in his next life. Egyptian meals. Rich Egyptians eat many of the same things that we can buy today. Here are some of them. Roast goose, roast duck, duck eggs, watermelon, beans, beef, pigeon, pomegranates, grapes, figs, wine, lettuce, cucumber, bread, fish. How many of these foods have you tried?